Prosecutor has a dark future and gets involved in a murder case. He is between his intuition as a prosecutor and instinct as an opportunist. Our story starts with Dong-jae. He is a prosecutor and works in the Cheongju District Prosecutor's office. He and his assistants waiting the result of the next prospector's promotion. He checks the list again and again, but his name is missing. He feels frustrated and disappointed when he fails again. Inspector Byung-gun enters the room and being malicious, it seemed they are rivals. He asks his senior Dong-jae if he found his name, and brags that he gets promoted. Meanwhile his senior has failed many times. He invites them for the dinner on the occasion of his promotion. Dong-jae managed to suppress his anger, and storms out of the room. Meanwhile Byung-gun is laughing inside. At night, while inspectors are celebrating and Byung-gun sweet talks to his manager, Dong-jae seems miserable, eats instant ramen alone. He receives a message that the inspectors are going to the bowling center. He decides to join them. They all get shocked seeing Dong-jae. He talks to the manager saying he will follow her to the end. The next morning, while Dong-jae drives his car heading to the work, a rushing car was about to hit his car. Fortunately he survives. At the office Dong-jae starts his working days by taking his pills. He has so many cases, he is exhausted, bored, and miserable. One of these cases is a man named Young Ji-I. He claims that he is a victim as his expensive porcelain was broken and he wants 100 million won in compensation. The story as he narrated that while he drove his car, suddenly a man named Kyung-hak jumped on his way. As a result the car veered off the road and the porcelain was broken. Dong-jae is learned that the perpetrator is the owner of Happy Restaurant, which is a famous restaurant in the neighborhood, and hears noise outside the room. Young Ji-I makes a drama that Kyun-hak hit him. While the chief and Byung-gun walk, they hears the noise. Dong-jae apologizes and promises her to handle it quickly. Meanwhile Byung-gun talks about the porcelain and that's not a big deal. It grabs Dong-jae's attention that how Byung-gun knew about that. Later he asks him but he refuses to answer. He takes his pills before listening to the perpetrator's statements. Kyun-hak tries to gain his empathy but Dong-jae responds relentlessly. He appears as a heartless man. Kyun-hak complains how he can pay 100 million won whereas he has reduced the expenses by shipping the materials and even doing all things by himself for a dozen years, just to provide meals at a low price to the elderly and the underprivileged whom are his customers. What a kind man, just remember that because there is a surprise later. Dong-jae gets suspicious when his assistants tell him that the perpetrator was nominated for commendation by the minister but he refused to appear on TV shows saying it was too much trouble. Dong-jae goes to the gallery where Young Ji-I bought his porcelain disguising as a buyer since he is informed that expensive artworks are usually entrusted to special delivery. At the gallery he chooses an art painting and asks the employee if he can ship it in his car but she refuses due to the risk of damage. When he confronts her about Jonggi's porcelain and how he shipped it himself she gets confused saying he made a special request. Jong Ji-I pops up. Although he tried to justify what he did that he took it to deliver it to another person, Dong-jae isn't convinced. After he leaves, he calls someone saying that the inspector keeps digging in the case and bothering him. Jong Ji-I visits Happy Restaurant provoking Kyun-hak and saying if the water isn't coming out Kyun-hak grabs him and holds his knife is about to kill him. Fortunately Dong-jae pops up and Jong Ji-I runs away afraid. Dong-jae offers him to appear on TV getting sponsorship but he refuses. Dong-jae doesn't wait and calling a TV station to do an interview with Kyub-hak showing his problem, and then asking Kyub-hak if he has a plumbing problems he denies and storms out going to the yard and given a meaningful look. In the car while Dong-jae is thinking why Kyung-hak hates showing on TV, a rushing car is about to hit his car. This reminding him with the previous accident. He watches his dashcam recording and gets shocked spotting the same car belonging to the victim passing by the Happy Restaurant. But what the strange thing is, that happened at 8:02 and the accident happened at 8:10. That means there is 8 minutes left. He finds out that Jong Ji-I kept passing by the Happy Restaurant from 8:02 to 8:10 until the accident happened, which means he intentionally wanted this accident to happen. Later he confronts Jong Ji-I with the evidence of dashcam. At night, he goes to meet his chief and is surprised by Won-seon. Meanwhile his chief is drunk. Won-seon introduces himself as the owner of a construction firm. He gives Dong-jae a bribe. In return he closes Jonggi's case but he refuses and leaves. He remembers in the past when his chief introduced Won-seon to him as an important man. At present outside he stops Dong-jae and says he can give him anything whether money or Congress. Won-seon confesses he wants to redevelop that area and the happy restaurant is the last obstacle and he will get it with any costs. Dong-jae leaves and goes to visit the happy restaurant. He spots Kyung-hak digs with shovel extracting 2 corpses when he realizes the situation, but it's too late. Kyung-hak notices and catches him tying his hands and feet whilst Dong-jae is groaning. Eventually he makes a deal with Kyung-hak that he will help him make billions since he has the evidence proven Jong Ji-I is a fraud. In return, Kyung-hak will set him free.